This is historic in the numbers that have turned up, not just in those that are registering, but those that are present, heads of state and government, civil society, women's groups.
Cities are expanding faster than ever before, bringing both opportunity and enormous pressure. At the World Urban Forum in Baku, political leaders, urban planners, architects and international organisations gathered to discuss how cities can become more inclusive, resilient and sustainable in an increasingly uncertain world.
I think what gatherings like this show and the leadership that Azerbaijan has brought to it is that we can do it. It's not that we don't have the resources, but we've got to start to design better the financial mechanisms to allow everyone access to a roof over their head. We've got to make sure that they are integrated into a community that is inclusive, that services are available, whether it's health or it's education, a job. I mean, these all matter to people, and not to just silo the issue of housing, that it's just about a house. No, it's about a home, it's about a community, it's about a life of dignity.
It is important that affordable and adequate housing should be the core agenda of any country's national development, because house is built by bricks and beams. Home is built with hope and dreams. That's why homes is a place where everyone can find shelters and refuge. And the home must be built with hope that can offer hope and dreams to all the home buyers.
Each edition of the World Urban Forum brings together decision makers and experts from across the globe to examine the future of urban living. This year's editions focus on climate resilience, affordable housing and innovation. It's all about how cities can adapt to the growing expansion of populations. Organised by UN Habitat, the forum has become one of the world's leading platforms for urban policy and sustainable development. Delegates say cities are now at the centre of many global challenges and are linked to economic stability and social cohesion. It's apparent that sharing solutions and comparing problems is beneficial.
The approach country by country, and I think the key glue of all these discussions here was the theme how to find the financing. How to include private investors into the housing sector, how to not regulate and to not build barriers for them to build housing and to help the situation.
Considering also the war crisis, but also the climate change crisis, housing is a very essential subject. I think having resilience and also secure housing is very important for all the population in the world. I'm very optimistic in the population, in the communities, and here I think it's a good place to exchange ideas, debate, and maybe make policies advance. But I think that's the real change and the real solution. They will come from the people.
Housing affordability is one of the major issues dominating discussions. Many cities are struggling to balance economic growth with rising living costs and growing inequality.
People want to have a good, let's say, working connectivity. They want to exchange their experiences and to build the relationship for future cooperation. And this is the main meaning of the events like this. And there are a lot of architects. There are a lot of companies here. There are a lot of statesmen, and I think this is the best place where also practical, but also the political aspects can be linked together.
Investment and humanising housing are on the agenda, as many of the senior leaders emphasise.
Rather than see housing as a physical thing, a house is a home. We should focus on building a home, and give people life, right? And it's, we should recognize it's another type of human right. To have, a home, a secure livelihood, enough food on the table, kids go to school. I think this is very important.
A wide range of topics were explored, including technology, innovation, reshaping urban life, rebuilding cities, and how to attract investors. Participants from across the globe attended the event, carefully engaging in what urban experts have to say.
First impression, there's a lot of work that has been put in. Organization is really great. It's a very beautiful space. I see that there's a lot of provision for different sessions, different events.
I think for me the key highlights is the way everything is spread out. It's not enclosed in like a hall. Everything is outside. You can actually there's air. Everybody's trying to participate in one thing or the other. That's basically it.
Circulation is good.
Actually, in my own city, more than 3,000 residential houses were destroyed. So for us, searching ways how to restore and rebuild and make it better, avoid all the vulnerabilities that it used to have, is very important.
I think being here, it has opened our minds in a broader spectrum, because mostly you find that in Africa, we're not that much exposed. So when we're coming to such forums and organizations, we are very impressed, because at the end of the day, there's a lot that we'll take home. What we will take home, it will be things that will make our residents or citizens back in our cities see a vibrant life.
What you can take from here and use back at home and implement, you copy and paste. So, so we are copying and pasting back at home. Structures like this, we don't have back in Eswatini. So maybe we could implement some of these practices that we see here back at home. One day, maybe we'll have a World Urban Forum in Eswatini.
While the World Urban Forum does not produce binding agreements, it has become hugely influential in shaping conversations around urban development and sustainability. The message here is clear. Without urban cooperation, investment and planning, the future is going to be critical.
Building material is so expensive, finance is so expensive, planning is so expensive. It shouldn't be like that. All those skills can come for a better price and at affordable price for the city. But something is wrong in our system. It doesn't work like that.
By 2050, nearly 70% of the world's population is expected to live in urban areas. Participants attending the World Urban Forum say the decisions made on housing, sustainability and infrastructure could define how future generations experience city life across the globe.